It was late evening, and I was just relaxing on my bed. Out of curiosity, I decided to check out this new stranger chatting app called Evil Chat, which one of my friends was using and recommended. Although the name did sound a little sketchy, I decided to check it out. At first glance, the app looked fairly cool and fun, as you'd get to chat with anyone from around the world. I spent around 1 hour talking to random strangers and having fun and cracking jokes at each other. No red alarms went off until I connected with this one stranger. Things seemed pretty normal as we spoke for a few minutes until things started taking a strange turn. The stranger kept insisting and asking whether I liked sleeping with the lights on or off. Whenever I tried to change the topic, the man would just keep repeating the same creepy questions. One of the questions he asked were, "Have you had any bad dreams lately?" Again, I was thrown off by this dude's creepiness. As a former night terror sufferer and paranoid sleeper, I was already getting slightly disturbed, when suddenly I found myself in full panic mode. I felt a strong, numbing sensation throughout my entire body. My limbs started shaking violently as I tried to control the disturbing thoughts that started taking over my mind. The stranger then kept talking about very strange topics on how he could whisper to the dead and interact with them. I quickly replied, saying these things don't really faze me, whilst putting on a brave face. The next reply from the stranger genuinely almost killed me. He said that his mother had recently passed away and was able to summon her soul to haunt anybody he didn't like. The next reply stopped me dead in my tracks. The man told me, "You're going to be in for a great night tonight." I asked him to elaborate, but he didn't say anything back, except for "Don't worry, you'll find out tonight." At this point, I started feeling very frustrated, out of fear, calling him all sorts of names, out of anger. This also infuriated the man. The man then told me he would visit his dead mother and go to her graveyard and ask her to personally haunt me. Out of uncertainty and uneasiness, I started to mock the man and his beliefs. I said, "How stupid could you be to believe in this crap?" I instantly regretted what I said. He then replied, "LOL, you'll regret all of this very soon," and then cut the connection of the chat. The moment the connection cut with the stranger, I felt a huge relief, but also a hanging dread of what was to come and when. I didn't think much of the unusual encounter until the next night, when I had one of the most disturbing dreams I'd ever experienced in my entire life. I dreamt of being in my house, trapped with many disturbing creatures all with terrifying multicolored skin. I had nowhere to escape except bolt towards my front door and run. The most terrifying part was not the creatures, but the fact that they didn't stop me from running, but instead laughed and rolled on the floor whilst I ran out the front door. Once I was outside, I quickly realized I was not in the real world, but present in this apocalyptic, ruined world, where there was just this one evil woman with bright red eyes, chasing and screeching at everything she saw. Just before she trapped and caught me, I woke up with my heart beating out of my chest, trying to get my breath back and fathom what I just saw. Extremely terrified, I recalled the encounter with a bizarre man I connected with on the Evil Chat app. The next morning, I picked up my phone and made sure to report the very strange and weird app to Google Play and uninstall it off my phone. Thankfully, after a few days with the experience still on my mind, I got a notification from Google Play that read that app was successfully removed from the App Store. Nothing could explain the joy I felt in that moment. Ever since that day, I've been extremely wary of chatting with random strangers online. The experience definitely taught me a lesson not to mess with this dark depth of the internet and the unpredictability that comes with it. Until next time, stay safe and disturbed.